Hey, you guys, it's Christina with Leads and Leverage. And today I am here with you for episode number 70 of The Ribbit Show. Today we're going to talk about what kind of ad budget should you have as a real estate agent. Specifically, the question that I was actually asked was, can I run an ad for $1 or $2 a day and still see results? So we're going to talk about that on today's episode of The Ribbit Show. If you're watching this in replay, would you do me a favor? Would you comment and just say hi? Let me know that you're here. Say hi, and then let me know where you're watching from. I would love to see where in the world you actually are. So that would be great if you would do that for me. And for those of you who are joining me live, hello, welcome. If you have any questions that you want me to answer on The Ribbit Show, if you would email me, Christina at leadsandleverage.com, and let me know your ad questions, that would be fabulous, and I'll answer them for you. So definitely, if you're watching me live, please click like, comment, let me know you're here. So today we're going to talk about a question that I was asked. And right now, I was asked a question. I'm wondering about my ad budget. Will I still see results at like $1 or $2 per day instead of $10 per day? $10 per day is way out of my budget, especially if I'm running different ads, more than one ad a week. So today's question, I kind of streamlined it. What kind of ad budget should you have? Can you run an ad for $1 or $2 a day and still see results? So we're going to talk about that today. Hi, Cheris. So here's the thing. When you're running Facebook ads, it depends on the kind of ad that you're going to run. So your budget, it's not just a set budget. It just really depends on the kind of ad that you're going to run. It also depends on whether you've tested your target audience or not. It also depends on how big your target audience is. So what kind of ad budget to run. For most real estate agents, if you're running ads of any kind, for the most part, you're going to want to run a budget of $10 per day for 10 days. Now, you can run your ads longer than that, but I do not suggest running them shorter than that, at least not when you're testing out audiences. When you get into like open house ads and things like that, and you're running those ads to warm audiences, either your email audience or your targeted page-like audience or website visitors, those are different. You can run those at different times, different elements. But when you are running an ad to a cold audience, people who have no connection with you whatsoever, and that audience has got several thousand to 10 or 20 or 30,000 people in it, you need to get leverage in the algorithm. You need to get out there. And if you're going to just push a $1 or $2 a day ad budget, you're not giving Facebook the opportunity to actually get you out there and get you competitive, to get your ads competitive. So if you don't have a budget for $10 a day, think of it like this. All right, I have $100 to test on this. I know, and I want to go down another little path here. Some of you are going to go, I don't have $100 to run a test on an ad. I want to challenge you on that. Because if you're getting coffee every day or a couple times a week or going out to eat or any of those things, pull the budget from there. That's number one. Number two, I know that you guys are randomly spending money on print advertisements or promotion in local things, excuse me, or things like that. So you need to reevaluate your budget and where your money is being spent. So if you truly have no money, truly have no money, I don't know how you're going to build a real estate business. So if you don't have a source for money, whether it's a second job, another job while you're building your business, you should get one. Because building a real estate business does not happen easily. It does not happen freely. And so you're going to need to invest some money in this. So enough of that hard talk on there. So for your budget, for the first ad that you run, that you're running to an audience of say 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, to a cold audience, you've never, they don't have connection with you. They're not a page like, they're not on your email list, and they've never visited your website. That cold audience, you definitely need to have a $10 a day for a minimum of 10 days. You need to get it out into the algorithm. And then of course, there are adjustments that you're going to need to make to either increase your budget if it's performing awesome, or decrease your budget if you want to add other ads to your mix of ads. So anyway, hopefully that helped you with your budget. You will not likely see results at $1 or $2 a day unless you've started, for example, a page like ad out there. So a page like ad when you started out for $10 a day for 10 days, you test that audience, you make sure it's the right audience, and you make sure it's targeted, and you make sure these people are people that you want on your page, in your targeted, on your targeted business page. Then you can slowly reduce that budget to $1 or $2 per day. Now, of course, you're only going to get a couple of likes per day or per week when you do that, but that's okay because the consistency, it's kind of like dollar cost averaging. That's okay with that. But if you're going to run or test other ads, especially opt-in ads, your results are going to be seen in how much reach you can get, how much targeted. Let me clarify that. It's not just how much reach. So anybody saying guaranteed reach or things like that, you probably know who I'm talking about. The guaranteed reach is meaningless. It matters only if it's targeted and it's specific to that ad. So if you're running an ad, let's say you're running an ad for a home on a golf course, if you're doing a guaranteed reach of 20,000 people in your area, I wonder if all 20,000 are actually interested in buying a house, number one, and even like golf, number two. So your targeting is more important than your reach. But in order to bring in more results, you have to increase your conversion rates and you have to increase your reach. So there you go. There you have it. Hopefully I answered that for you. So will you still see results at $1 or $2 per day? Probably not. You need to start it out at $10 a day for 10 days and then back it off. Then you should still see a trickling of results after that. Okay? So if you have questions about running real estate ads on Facebook for your real estate business, so Facebook ads for your real estate business, please send me an email, christina@leadsandleverage.com. I'm answering all your ad questions. I'm trying to do a Ribbit episode several times a week, answering your questions, helping you guys move along and bring in some leads and get to the closing table. You know, we're coming into the time of year where it tends to be slower. It tends to be not as lucrative in general. And I want to help you guys kind of eliminate the stress because we're going into the time of year when we actually want to spend more money. You know, we want, Christmas and Thanksgiving and the parties and all the family and things like that. So that's what I want to help you do. Balance out the time of year that you want more money with the time of year that we tend not to get as much money as real estate agents. So ask me your questions. I will try and help you guys as best as I can. All right, that's pretty much all that there is. This is Christina. This was episode number 70 of The Ribbit Show. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.